Hello, my name is Brandon Oski.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching The Inner Gamer On.
And today we'll be talking about Sony revealing their next-gen virtual reality controller for the PlayStation 5. This will be coming for the PSVR 2 in 2022, and it looks really, really good. So we're going to talk about that, what we want to have for the PSVR 2, and the future of virtual reality. Let's check it out.
And as always, if you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, and bang that bell, because you know you want to. And it helps us out, so, you know.
Sony, everybody, has revealed their next-gen PlayStation VR controller for PS5. A couple weeks ago, we talked about how they announced that there is a PSVR 2 coming out at some point. And I love how we're watching this article on Polygon, and then next to it is a Google ad for the Oculus Quest 2. Very, very good targeting on their part. But PlayStation 5 VR controllers will incorporate DualSense technology, and they are promising stronger immersion with adaptive triggers, haptic feedback, and finger touch detection. Senior Vice President of Platform Planning and Management has said that they are touting an iconic design that will change how VR games are played. And they say it's like super iconic. Really, this controller looks a lot like the Oculus controllers, except it wraps around your hand more than the other one did. But it does look very sleek and cool. It's definitely much better than the Move controllers that they've been using. But the three key features are the adaptive triggers that will be on both left and right hands, including an adaptive trigger button that adds palpable tension when pressed, similar to the DualSense controller. So you'll be familiar with the tension from the L2 and R2 buttons when you press them, such as when you're drawing your bow to fire an arrow. That same kind of a mechanic will apply to VR, an experience that is amplified to the next level. And then haptic feedback will be built in the controller, optimized for the form factor, making every sensation, bless you, in the game more impactful, textured, and nuanced. Whether you're traversing a rocky desert or trading blows in melee combat, you'll feel the difference, magnifying the extraordinary visual and audio experience that's so central to VR. And then finger touch detection can detect your fingers without any pressing in the areas where you touch your thumb, index, or middle fingers. This enables you to make more natural gestures with your hands during gameplay. Tracking. So it's the VR controller is going to be tracked by the new VR headset through a tracking ring across the bottom of the controller. So that big ring is actually what is tracked by the headset itself. And then some additional buttons that are on here. So the controller looks great. I mean, I'm glad that they finally showed that, and we know that it's coming, and I think it'll definitely be a leg up for that. I hope they're able to ditch the camera that you need. I mean, if they just get it to where, I mean, it sucks you still have to use a cord, but if it's just like a single cord you have to plug in your PSVR and then everything else is tied into the headset, that's a pretty big step in the right direction.
Yeah, because how much was the original Oculus with the sensors and everything?
The original Rift?
Yeah, the Rift.
I want to say it was like $699 or $799.
Okay. Yeah, it was about, and then the HTC Vive when it first launched was like $1,000. Yeah. And how much was the Index? It was like 1,000 as well, right?
Yeah, it was 1,000.
Yeah. And then because I'm trying to think price wise, how do they get this down? How do they well, I mean, fuck. Oculus made it happen, right? For $399, $299. Like there's got to be a way the PlayStation can make something similar where there's already cameras on the outside of the headset where it's easy or to map everything. But looking at the controllers, I have a lot of hope that they might blow us out of the water with this. Well, not in the sense it's going to be something like revolutionary, but in the sense that it's going to be a major upgrade from the original PSVR,
right? To
the point where, hell, what if they made it where you don't even need the cord?
That's what they need to do.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess that would be it. They could. It definitely could be a competitor to Oculus with the PlayStation thing. But obviously, you would need to connect to the PlayStation you can Bluetooth it or do it over the internet. It connects that way to the console. A sense of like you have to log in and do all this other stuff. But, hey, man, I think this is, just looking at the controllers, I'm already like, this could be something awesome for them.
I'm really hoping that when this comes out, like if they can bring it, because right now, like the PlayStation VR is still like $300, which is the same price as the Oculus Quest 2. So why not buy the Oculus Quest 2? Because it's untethered, it's smaller, and it works great. But if they can bring this out, keep it at $300 and make it to the level of quality of the HTC and Valve Index, because it's attached to a system, but they have the higher quality PSVR that they're running off of, and basically kind of become that budget cost headset that still requires a cord, that's the price of the Oculus Quest, but has the power more akin to the bigger tethered headphones or headsets and stuff like that, then that'd be pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully they can make that happen.
Would you buy one for $350?
Maybe. I don't know. Depends on the quality of it, I think. I mean, if it's like not any better looking than my Oculus Quest 2, then there's no reason to, because there's such a good library on the Quest already.
Yeah.
But if it's definitely going to be like significant, like if it's larger field of view and higher resolution gameplay, I could definitely see myself buying another one of these.
It would probably have to be corded at that point.
Well, they already announced it's corded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's already confirmed. So it's going to be a single cord that plugs in. It's going to be a USB-C cord that's going to plug in. So, so we have the cord, we have the controller, but at least it's just one cord. But they also haven't said if there's going to be a camera like that you have to have. And I'm hoping that they're going to have like the external stuff, so you don't need the camera. You just have to literally just plug it in the.
Yeah, but they already have a camera too for the PlayStation 5.
I know.
So I can see that being a thing. I don't know. Well, I know they couldn't see ahead of time that, hey, COVID's going to happen, so maybe we should work on not having a camera. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can see it happening, man. The way that the UI was working with Avengers and stuff, trying to get that over to the PlayStation 5 version was a mess.
Such a mess.
Why not? I mean, it's basically the same, right? PS4 to PlayStation 5, it's basically the same thing, the way they work. And it's just like, fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, they're definitely preparing, because like this month in free games, Farpoint is a free game on PS Plus, which Farpoint's a VR game for PSVR. So they're already seeing. I wonder if they're trying to like prepare people for like, hey, claim your PSVR games. You don't need to have PSVR yet, but when the PSVR 2 comes out, all these games, I mean, if you've collected them, like you're going to have a leg up,
right?
Because I don't think they're going to stop that anytime soon with giving like a few like freebies here and there for the PSVR.
And that's where Sony's kind of lacked. I mean, I think the PSVR sold pretty good, not amazing, but I don't know. Sony's been in high gear, I felt like, to try to get this right, and make it successful,
right?
And they just haven't found that market completely. Because I mean, you buy a $400-$500 console, I mean, how much more do you want to spend on that thing?
Right.
Sometimes not much more.
Right.
I mean, you're spending enough already on games. Now that they're going to be $70. Like, people are going to take that into consideration.
I agree.